All right. I want to introduce you guys to the first initial podcast. Just trying something a little different. I want to introduce myself. My name is Alvin, or AKA L.Z.Y. That was probably my creative name. This is the first try, so welcome. Sit down, put your earphones on. Play some music in the background. Anywho, we just wanted to tell you a little bit about ourselves and then tell us what's your thoughts at the end if you enjoyed just what we're saying or just overall. So, introduce myself. Yeah, I'm Lazy. I do have two awesome guests that's on this podcast. I would like them to introduce themselves. We'll go first.
Alright, my name is Lexi. Creatively, my name is L.Z.Y Lex. I direct anything from music videos to commercials to film to TV shows, anything. So I call myself a director.
So you're doing a full range for it.
I'm a walking production company like Town Theater.
Oh, okay. What is your social? So just in case people want to introduce or see like, okay, what is this in the future?
My social is L.Z.Y Lex, and that's as simple as you would think it's spelled.
All right. And we do have one other guest as well.
Hi, my name is Lexi. You can call me Mango, Glitter Baby, Mel, and is there more?
Is there more?
Velvet, and that's it. Yeah, I do all kinds of shit. I'm also a spiritual advisor. Hit me up. You can get me at Two Queer Poppy. That's TUQUEERPAPI. Yes. I love you. I'm still here.
There you go. We have two awesome guests, two creative individuals, and really one thing I really want to ask you guys: what kind of inspired the things that you're doing now? Like, it started as like childhood, kind of like starting, like.
Well, I've always wanted to sing, but I stopped singing as I got older, and I never picked it back up until I was in my 20s. I really got inspired to sing, honestly, because I've always liked singing, but I got re-inspired to sing because I wanted to like prove to somebody I was fucking great. I was like, I'm pretty awesome. I should just start singing, and I did. But it brought me into a whole world of art that takes me beyond my singing. That has opened up different avenues of what truly inspires me, what I actually like to do. You know.
And then I guess with me, also childhood, I would watch MTV Jams all day long and watch music videos. And I'm like, oh, I'm gonna make a music video. And then as far with movies and television, I would stay and watch the credits because I've always wondered, like, who are all these names? What do they do? And then one day I realized that directors and producers get paid more than actors and actresses. So I was like, let me look into that a little more.
Investigate it.
Yeah. So I've always felt that the director can show the story. The actors are there to just tell the story, but the director is there to give you a visual to make you see what was written on paper, like a script.
Besides what you really hear and make you feel.
Yeah. Like a picture is worth 1,000 words, but I feel like a video is worth a million.
I see. So I have to ask, do you want to take this to movies one day? Like
one day.
movies?
But I think what I want to do first is to have a television production company. I feel like with that, I can do a lot as far as genres and just content. I think with movies, it takes a while. You have to be really dedicated. I haven't found anything I'm super dedicated where I want to turn into a film.
Right. And I want to ask the question, Alexi. So, you said you wanted to show this person, show who is like, hey, I can't do this. I want to see, like, was it just, they're saying that you couldn't do it, but they were mainly just.
I just wanted to get rich, to be like, I'm rich, bitch. Quite frankly. But like I said, it kind of started off very simple, but it turned into something more as I got more into it. Because I realized that I'm the kind of artist where I just do things and I don't know why I'm doing them. But then after I do it, I know. After I do it and then I kind of study it, I see why I did it. Because I realize that my art kind of just flows out of me. And it's my expression. But I numbly express myself when I do my art. It's very impulsive. So I'm not like really paying attention to it. So I mean, that's how it started. Like, it really was as simple as
living in the moment.
It was as simple as I'm gonna get rich, bitch, because I'm gonna show you and shit on you, and you're still gonna be a regular person. Right. So that was my goal initially, but now my goal is to just find my happiness with my art. The inspiration was kind of silly, but my inspiration has kind of turned into my happiness.
You started growing more towards like.
Yeah, I'm glad that I took that path. I didn't know it was gonna take me to this place, being a spiritual advisor, giving up working regular jobs, stuff like that. Like, I've made some life-altering decisions that I'm comfortable with, and everything just feels right.
Basically, going with your intuition, going with your gut, instead of just like kind of like conforming to society.
Yeah.
Right, that's awesome. Honestly, that's an awesome route. Those I see inspired, like not inspired, but I want to. Those are wanting to dabble into anything. How to suggest that you go on, like, stop asking what if and just go on and do it. Just go on, like, fucking do it.
I can't even tell you, like, if you're completely right. I don't know if I would have had the courage to do it at all if I hadn't did it for that purpose. That's how you know everything happens for a reason. Like once you feel that push, you just have to go towards it. And to be honest, I felt like most people start doing music or art or something as a reason to like be like fuck you to somebody, you know. I just think I'm being truthful about it, you know. But I think art kind of starts off as like a push. Something pushes you, and then you really realize, like, you know.
It would be the push, say, like, once they express themselves further than how they feel like they kind of limited to what they can say, but through, say, creative means, it is art, singing, or just doing something creatively at all. It goes a little further, shows like it really taps into like, okay, this issue bringing out like
it's like expression of the depths, you know, all kinds of art, even directing, all of it. When me and Lexi do our videos, that's our expression.
I definitely think it's art. I look at it as visual art. It's not art that you can just walk up to. You have to sit there and look at
it. Experience that shit. It's like an experience.
Let the painting basically speak to you.
Yeah. So like, I think like you go to an art museum, you look at a painting, you stand there for a little bit, you take it in, but a video or whatever they were portraying on there, if it was well enough portrayed, you remember it, you're like, oh yeah, that made me feel something, regardless of what genre it is. If it was comedy, it made you laugh. If it was something sad, it made you cry.
Yeah.
It leaves you with that feeling.
Yeah.
So money is. I'm not stopping anyone from going towards like income or wanting to establish income or what they're wanting to do, but seek a little further. Seek a little further. What makes you happy? Like besides the dollar bills, besides like what the fame they probably will give you, cause shit, you never know. But go further. What's gonna give you some happiness? But say, I don't think I've said anything like one. I dabbled in multiple things, and I would say consistently, I've been always drawn to like media. If it's necessarily recording or just if it's not just being behind the camera itself, it fascinated me at a very young age. Started in the media room when I did go to church. If those who are listening are religious, do your thing. But started out with a church, but after a while, I said, let me just venture off. Later on, started with YouTube. Did not know what the fuck I was gonna do with it, but continued with that, learning from audio, learning from how to like edit videos, music, and that's been the last like 2 or 3 years. 3 years of just like going in and out. Passionately, photography. something just having that camera in your hand and just snapping whatever photo it is. I do agree. The video speaks way further. I have shaky hands, so I still.
I also have shaky hands. Luckily, yeah, stabilizers.
Stabilizers. No excuses.
My hands are
No excuses.
old lady hands. But as far as photography, I love photography. I want to get more into it. I think it can capture a moment. I definitely respect photography. Like, it's just all this shit happening. It's a whole moment that can live forever.
It's still image, it's still a moment.
Yeah.
Taking a piece of time.
Like you look back on it like, oh shit, that was like we went out there that day and did some shit.
Yes. Hey, those who are wanting to see some good ass photography, no, I'll say like decent, I humble myself. If you're living in non-known areas, we are 3 creative individuals. Like I said, the socials will be in the descriptions whenever what media you're seeing this.
Some quality content.
Good quality. We starting out, so let's continue on this road. One thing I do want to say, I hope everyone's having a beautiful day listening to this. But I want to step away from the creative point. This is 2020, and in the sense of as being adults during this time, this is crazy.
It is.
This is a train that we hopped on. Not willingly, but it was a good ass ride. And it's still going. I think during this year it's actually matured a lot of people, it's matured a lot of people. It showed a lot. Besides, like from a job, social life, from like how you regularly move day by day, that completely altered. Open up revenues, the mask business, all that fun good stuff. But it gave, in this point in time, that little slow period that everyone really needed. Because everyone was going fast. It's what direction? A lot of people didn't know. I'm 24, so I'm still learning. I feel like I'm still learning. And now I'm trying to figure out what I'm really wanting to, like what's going to be the final, or what's going to be like in the next 5 years, the next 10 years, what I'm wanting to be, what I want to see, what I want to get done. Motivation. Getting past any year, whenever you're like listening to this, getting through like the entire year, what was kind of like motivating you guys coming into the year, hearing all this shit? Just continue day by day. 2020.
It's really getting done with 2020 because at the beginning of this year, you told me I would be in this position now. I wouldn't believe y'all would say your mind.
Yeah.
But I had it planned out, like I'm going to do A and B, and then I'm going to C, and then D, F, and so on. So I would say what motivates me is to just make it through 2020, because I feel like regardless of what 2021 brings, this has altered my life so much that I'm prepared for anything.
What would say you're saying? Mango, Lexi. If you have anything.
I kind of agree with Lexi. Like it didn't really start. Like I didn't really have any kind of like motivation or inspiration in the beginning of the year. The year's kind of shitty. So towards the end is when I kind of got this boost. And I guess what had kind of boosted it was everything I've been through in 2020 that like tried me and made me like want to do things differently.
Made it meaner, badder.
Just be more selfish, work on my future self, reaching the goal of who I want to be, type shit.
Basically getting a little closer. Like,
yeah.
Just being more clear sight.
Yeah.
It's also made me realize that like you have to grab things by the moment, because something like this could happen where the whole world stops. Then what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Because now I'm looking back like, dang, I wish I would have did this concert, did this before all of this. I'm like, dang, did I have enough fun before the pandemic started?
Questioning like, what else? Any regrets?
Never. I don't regret anything.
No regrets.
I don't regret nothing. I never regret anything. I mean, I've had situations that didn't turn out in my favor, but everything is meant to happen for a reason, and I mean, I've had so many I've had enough misfortune and things happen in my life to realize that things happen to shape you. You know, I've had a shit ton of situations shape me, and this year I did, and I more so say that they tried me, but I do not regret them because they made me grow, and I realized that I did grow because I see how I handle things now and I see how I act now, and it's almost like I forget that I've been working on this for years, but this year it kind of nipped it, you know, as in like, okay, this is what you're doing now. Instead of working on it, this is who you are. You are this person now.
You're more serious, like claiming it.
Claiming it.
I am. Living in I am.
Definitely.
What's motivating you?
That's actually one question I've been waiting on. What's motivating me? Knowing that damn well, like, if I'm not dead yet, I know this possibility.
Oh yeah.
If I know if I made it this far through any type of struggles and so forth, and I have not given up now, this is just not the fashion that I would like to be growing and maturing in, but when is anything that happens in life that if we didn't control, the shit happens. So it's like, more so it's been like, it's been more, I've been focusing every day, it's like learning and growing with myself, internal myself. Looking myself in the mirror and just like knowing, okay, we're gonna get through this. We're keeping yourself motivated, keeping your time occupied. Stop thinking so much. Mainly just trying to stay more focused. When it comes to hobbies or anything that I drew interest, like creatively, that's just like tap into it, each one, and like if you do it, push it all the way through. Take a break, you wanna go to the other one, all right, keep going. Get to a break, as long as I'm constantly pushing forward to anyone, I know it's fucking possible. But I'm thinking business. I'm thinking big business. Motivation coming into the next year. Big bang. But I'm not, money, yeah, that's probably one thing I'm thinking, like what I can and want to, I know it's possible to obtain, but it's also some goals I'm wanting to do with this possible money that could happen. So I'm claiming that, hey, a business coming in 2021. I'm gonna let you guys know it's called Black Way.
Yay.
Black Way. BLKWEI. It's AKA for Black Flow, but you guys will find out more about it coming in the next coming month or coming in next year. You might even know by now. So, anyways, dropping that gem. But mainly just thinking like a business minded. If I'm 24 now, knowing how politics, I don't fuck with politics, but like knowing potential with economics, like tell me like I want to retire. I have a goal that I want to I want to retire by a certain. I want to be retired by like 45, not 35. 35. I want to be done. Yes. Yes.
Well, if I'm still doing the stuff that I love, if I'm working in my spiritual work still, I'm not gonna. You're gonna have to pry me from doing my work. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Ain't no retiring.
What's the guy named in all the Marvel movies? I'm so sorry, I don't know his name.
Stan Lee, fuck you mean?
Yes,
fuck you
the old little lady popping in like this little side character.
Hey, I want to get to that point. Like, hey, I don't even have to even be a part of what I already established. I just like, hey, make my 2 cents. Hey, how y'all doing? And be out.
For me, as I get older, I get stronger. So I kind of have no choice but to still continue to do my work because I'm only getting better with age. Quite frankly,
I think my goal as I get older is just less grunt work for me because I'm like doing all the grunt work now to make me a better person in my career and just overall being. But once I get there, I'm like, okay, it's time for somebody else to go through that process and I'll just
oversee.
Planting the seed.
Yeah.
See, like when I get my brand started, like if I like succeed in the magazine, when I succeed in the magazine,
we said to the people I am,
and the tarot cards and all that stuff with everything that I aspire to have, that kind of stuff, I would definitely take a break from. My spiritual work, though, I'm gonna always be hands-on with that, cause that's what I enjoy. I give a lot of pleasure out of doing that work. It's so fun. I'm a dork.
No, I'm not dorky.
We welcome all dorks to this like First Initial podcast. You know, everyone is a little geek inside them.
Yes.
Claim that geek.
We are all a well dick.
I'm the Rocky.
Is that a well dick dork?
We're all like staying inspired or in a sense like growing, wanting to like continue growing, not giving up on. Yeah, there's gonna be some hard times and like on all types of levels. I feel like everyone's working on different frequencies, but
Their own frequencies for sure.
yes. So continue if you can make it and just strive forward, like constantly like push through. You're going to absolutely obtain and feel like it's going to be more so like a release for you. You're going to be learning, growing in a fashion that you're comfortable with. Do you feel like you always like kind of rushed to this point, or it happened kind of like as it should?
You mean as far as life or 2020?
Not necessarily in 2020 because this happened out of nowhere, but
No, not at all. I wasn't rushed. As it pertains to my life, I've pretty much been chilling since I was 18, personally, and I feel like I'm just now being serious because I'm taking this as I don't see myself working for another person anymore. At this point, I am relying on myself to get to where I want to go. I'm relying on myself to gain financial freedom with my art, with my businesses and stuff that I aspire to have. I'm just now starting, but I know exactly what it's going to be and what it's going to look like 5 years from now. You're going to definitely see the work that I've put forth. You know. But, yeah.
I think with me, I don't feel rushed. I feel like at this point in my life, I'm in a super slow down period. I've always lived more so fast paced as far as work and career. So I'm always doing this and this and this doesn't work. I'm on to the next. Like keeping something going. So with life and the pandemic combined, it's just like this is a pause moment for me. So it's just like, okay, when life gets busy again, what am I doing next? I'm more so leaning to what I feel more connected with, what I want to do personally, not more so like this is what my family wants to do, this is what I'm supposed to do because I did this. More so like I just kind of want to do this. I want to see where it takes me.
I can understand that.
Yeah, I definitely feel like I wish I was rushed. Cause I do sometimes I think like, oh fuck, I'm 25 now. If I was doing this years ago, you know, things would be different. But also, divine timing, things happen for their own purpose and on reason. It took me years to even realize I had a power, you know, and I had this greatness within me. So I feel like I'm moving at a good pace.
Yeah.
It's all about how I feel about myself. Really determines that pace. What are you saying?
We're not that old.
No.
25. Like we have to like remind ourselves like, wait.
We're not.
There's still a lot of life left.
But it's like we're told that, you know, shit should be shaken a certain way at that kind of age because that's what our parents were told. Because they were like, oh, well, you have to settle down. You have to do this. You have to do that. We're definitely doing things differently this time around. Back then, we would have already had families and been married or something. And it's like, I'm fine with what I'm doing. I'm good. Yeah, no, I'm straight. I'm straight on that.
So it's saying like this, since like how consistency, like the day-to-day flow of the early years is now getting more so like it shines some light that what you have, like what you have as a person that makes you one unique and also inspires you to one knowing, okay, what is your gift, finding out your gift.
I have visions.
Visions.
I've always had visions. I've been drawing myself since I was young.
Knowing that this is it.
Yeah, I just never knew how to acknowledge them, and I never knew if they were real or not. And now I'm aware of it and vocal about it, and I use it for my work.
What visions would you like? What was the most vivid vision you probably describe or did come?
I had a vision. I meditated on my ex, and I think we had broken up. We broke up a bunch, but I think we had broken up. This was like months and months and months ago, early this year, or some dumb shit. And I had meditated and like did a little spell. And then I meditated, and then I didn't do a spell for him in a bad way at all. Just for the energy to get better. But then I meditated, and I saw him crashing his car somehow and fucking up his tire. So I called him, and I was like, hey, just so you know, I had a vision, I had foresight that you crashed your car and you fucked your wheel up. And he was like, I mean, I don't think that's going to happen. That's not real. Blah, blah, blah. So then I had, like, somehow ended up with him. And then it had been a while since I had seen him. Probably a couple days, probably 2 days. Maybe, I don't know.
But the vision like came forward.
Yeah, he was like driving on reckless and fucking stupid. And then he literally fucking fucked up the car, crashed the car a little bit, and fucked the tire up. And it was exactly what my vision was. And I was like, I told you it was gonna happen. And he was like, you made this happen. I was like, I did not make this happen. I saw it happening, and I told you it was gonna happen. You did the dumb shit that made it happen. Now, if you didn't do the stupid shit, this would have happened, but you did. So it's not my fucking fault. I foresaw you doing dumb shit, and you had a choice.
So basically,
he had a choice to not do the dumb shit, and therefore it would not have came true. But this is like, that's the most vivid that I've had. As in like an actual vision. Like I saw the wheel and everything fucking up.
Basically, someone is going on the intuition, giving you some advice.
No, not intuition. That was a vision. I saw it.
No, well, honestly, if for some people that's trying to relate and trying to understand, it's like, okay, hey, give me a heads up. Hey, I'm seeing this and I honestly feel that this might happen. Watch out.
That's you trusting your own intuition.
Yeah.
You've seen it yourself, and so it's like, hey, listen to me.
Yeah. Yeah. I meditate every day. That's very much intuition based. I mean, I feel what you're saying, but also it's very much so visions. I kind of see it, and then I wake up and I think about it. So I see it first. My intuition, it's just my intuition and my visions are different. I don't know how to explain the visions because they're not something you guys experience the way I experience them.
But well, in a sense, like you're able to see it in probably 4K, super high def, like actually you're there. In either consciousness or unconsciousness, but you're able to.
My consciousness is there. Yes.
For people that never experience and trying to get like a visual representation.
So like the consciousness is a great way to describe it.
Yes.
It's kind of like a consciousness where like my consciousness has traveled and I'm seeing that moment play in my head. But it's not something that's like, because my intuition is more so based on intuition on things that, this popped in my head while I'm meditating and then I'm going to think about it and it's going to be like, visions are different. I have a vision, I'm not thinking about it or nothing like that. I just see it and then I wake up and that's when I evaluate that.
Yeah.
But like I do meditations every day. That's very like, intuition based. I don't have visions all the time. Unless I do like a deep meditation or go into like a hoodoo trance.
So the world's kind of like giving like a warning or it's tapping in.
Yeah, but they're not always bad, but yeah.
No, I didn't. Talking complete gray area right here.
Warning. I mean, I guess, yeah. You're labeling them, so it makes it a little more complicated to explain.
You're antenna. It's sending a frequency that you can match or understand it, and then be able to.
It's kind of like it's kind of like.
Probably would.
Interception.
It's really trying to give the viewer a understanding of what is a vision. Because some people might say, oh, that's a regular, like, oh, they're thinking those type visions, but it's how they can understand, like, oh, okay, I get that.
I mean, it's kind of like that's what Raven is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's really not that complicated. It's more like my consciousness is like experiencing something, and I can see it. It's like a dream. It's like, you know how you see things when you dream,
Right.
and it feels real and it feels there.
Right.
That's how visions feel. That's how they feel for me. So it's really simple. It's kind of just like that. And then it's just whatever it is. And if I asked about a situation, I did a really deep meditation on it, then I'll see. So it's not like it's not really like a warning or anything like that. It's more so, I guess, me tapping into it's like me communicating with angels. To say, like imagine I'm talking to angels and they actually exist. That's what's happening, you know? Like, for people that don't believe in angels, pretend that they exist, and it's that simple. I'm talking to angels. It's pretty much me communicating with angels, because intuition for me is more universal, where visions for me are more like divine, like God, you know, like God-based. Like,
I can get that. I can completely get that.
like the angels like transfer, like help. Yeah, they speak to me in visions. They give me what I ask for.
That's what I said. Well, that's why I had like pointers. It's kind of like an antenna wise. It's a frequency that not enough people can actually.
I don't understand what you mean antenna. I don't really know what antenna does.
You are rooted in this source of basically ground or a earthly plane in a sense, and there's a signal that not everyone can either tap in.
Like a tower?
You are the tower. You are the tower.
Okay, like a cell phone tower.
Yeah, you can transmit or put out and like receive it and so forth.
Yeah, I don't know what an antenna does.
So antenna gives you the visual that you see on
Trying to make it easy for the people.
So without an antenna, you can't even just be looking at static. So you put your antenna on TV and you get the picture.
You can
so
tune into
what he's saying is they're sending the wave signals down to you, and you are getting the picture for somebody to see.
I guess transmitting the signals.
For others can understand or see.
Yeah.
Either what needs to be said or seen. That's for the normal individual. Not even normal, because we're breaking that. Tell you guys right now, fuck the normals, whatever that is. Overall, like,
You dig it?
normal doesn't exist. It's just in the state of mind.
It's not real.
It's not real. But
it's an illusion.
Exactly.
Let's break the fucking illusions.
We're breaking the fourth wall right here. Fifth wall, sixth wall. We're just breaking it all in the sense of let's get an understanding. Overall, I'm trying to give them like you are able to show or express to others that others can't really see or understand. From a normal individual or just a regular person that doesn't know nothing about this, because this is new. I'm only assuming.
You see, it's different for me because it's hard for me to know that it's that people don't understand it. Whereas like people say stuff and I'm like, what? So it's kind of like it's the same for me. Yeah, it's kind of funny.
Instant manifestation.
So if you had to explain it to a kid, what would you say?
Whew.
Yeah.
That's the best way to explain something.
Yeah.
I'm not good at that.
But that'll help you just in the future, just a way to explain, like you have to explain it to a small child, like what do you do?
Yeah.
Situational.
That's like.
Yeah, think about it.
That's like asking a lawyer
to understand.
That's like someone asking a lawyer, like, so what do you do?
I carry out the law.
Basically.
Both good and bad, to defend and to offend. There's a lawyer. There's a lawyer.
They pay me to tell the truth and sometimes fabricate complicated. You know?
Exactly. It's still the truth, but you know,
It's
that's
a
how you see
version
fit.
of the truth that benefits my body.
Exactly.
I'm still trying to decide. I still don't know how to describe what I do or how to talk about it to people. Like, you know that.
That's okay.
I've been like going back and forth. Like, how should I tell people my service? Like this has been a struggle for me. Like, how do I let people know what I do? Because I'm a pretty fucking weird, awkward person, and sometimes it's hard for me to not speak a certain way. And then I feel like, oh my god, just being dork out real quick while I'm talking to people about my stuff instead of the talking of like a child. I don't know. So I gotta shake. Teach me, senpai.
I mean, I'm the same way as far as like when people, I'm trying to explain that I'm not a videographer. I'm just like, that's just a part of directing. Every director knows how to do videography. But can a person that just, is doing random visuals, can you actually, like somebody gave you a script, can you bring that to life? That's what I'm trying to I can't say that word, make a difference between like videography and directing.
Yeah.
Basically, videography, you're not really placing, but you're just capturing the moments and making it as pleasing or as overall making an entire picture. When it comes to directing, you're making a movie.
Yeah.
You're creating the entire world.
Bringing the story to life.
Yes. So, in a sense, you draw more towards directing.
Yeah. So I want all types of content. I want shows that are dramatic. I want shows that are sci-fi. I want shows that are funny. I want different types of things because people connect to different things as far as television goes. I want to move more so television directing before I go into film directing. I want to establish like Shonda Rhimes and out here, like have my own studio, that type of situation. And then I can just be like, okay, I'm gonna do a movie now because I'm just like, all right, enough.
Exactly.
I'm on your TV every other day, so now I'm gonna go to your movie theaters.
True, going to like the big screens then.
Yeah. I guess I would say I would consider what my gift is the ability to be able to bring somebody's story to life, no matter what it is. It's just like, okay, whatever story you're trying to whatever story you're trying to tell.
Movies.
It depends on who I'm speaking with. So whatever story you're trying to tell, we're going to bring it to life. Like, okay, let's do this, let's do that.
That's what I like about doing stuff like that. I don't necessarily I don't necessarily want to work with in the media, but I enjoy having people around me that work in media because I do enjoy telling a story. I'm a good storyteller, I think, in all aspects. I know how to tell a story because I'm just a creative person, and I have a lot of fun working with people like you that can help make it something that is more than a thought, because for me, I'll just think it and I'll be like, oh shit, well I wish I had a camera because then I could do this and I could actually, do this. But you guys definitely, with the camera and with the assistance that you guys bring, it makes it like the project 10 times better than anticipated initially. So
I think art is, no matter what form it is, I think it's telling a story. Like with you, your photography, just telling a story. It's telling even a moment, still a story, something happened, and still having a background to it.
yeah.
And then with your music, you're telling the story, but vocally.
Yeah, that's true. It's fun how everything just kind of runs into each other. Like they all share the same type of purpose, It's easy for them to connect all the different types of ways of art. Yeah, it's the fun part about it. They all connect.
Creating or overall wanting to create a story.
Especially when you're doing conscious creation. Right.
So good.
Cut you off.
A lot of people are, you say, zombified or normal. They don't tap into this creativity. They feel like they kind of shunned away from it or not comfortable tapping into their creative side. Personally, I feel like everyone has a creative side, and whatever trauma or not even trauma, just something personal or just a lack of confidence that someone is not going to like it. I do want to bash that. Someone's gonna like something. Out of all these people, billions of people in this world, someone is going to like whatever you're creating, putting out there. Good, bad. There's no such thing as good or bad, as long as you're creating it.
It's really how you get it out there.
I like this.
Yes, in the best of your ability, as long as you're creating, it's nothing but up.
I always feel like if you like it personally, then other people are gonna like it. But if you don't like it, then they're gonna be like, why should I?
Exactly. So you kind of create your own interpretation of like how you want, like what is something that you like to do even creatively. If it's painting, if you haven't been painting, I suggest you try painting. Pick up a paintbrush. You might be a Picasso.
True.
You know, pick up a mic. You might say, "Oh, I can't sing." You know.
Don't let that stop you.
Yes,
There's a lot of artists down here. I'm not gonna name a lot of celebrity artists. They do anything.
Hey.
So somebody like it.
Someone is going to enjoy whatever that you are making, producing, or so forth. Someone's gonna like it. First step is actually deciding that you actually want to do it. Curiosity. Still kind of constant flow. Gotta step out of that normal normality. I'll say matrix, but anywho, step out of that normality and then tap into it. Because life is way too short to not be one thinking for your own, but also doing something that you actually enjoy. Not working, but you know, that's fun too. Not knocking that, but find something you actually enjoy personally. Creating something that you can say like, hey, look back 5 years ago, hey, I did this. You're not regretting anything. You basically, you're doing it.
More lame, like
Fuck, I might delete it by now. But it's your story. It's how I suggest that, you know. We're already told about other people how to live your life and so forth. Go on and just live. I would suggest live for yourself. Think for yourself. For all the viewers.
I like what you said, it's your story. Like it is your story and you control the narrative. So
Exactly. You are your Tyler Perry's. You are your Kim Kardashians. You are your who's some famous photographers? Or anything. You're famous, whatever. Any artist or any person that you look and inspired to or inspired from, see yourself watching constantly, and you say, I wish I could do that. Do it. Do it. I highly suggest it's gonna do it. As long as it's legal.
Yeah.
Yeah. As long as it's legal.
We don't support bad stuff.
No. No, do the right thing, kids.
Do the right thing. Legal over here.
Yeah, super legal.
legal money.
Let's make it the right way. I'm sorry.
Find something that you can make a hustle too.
I like hustles. I like hustles where I can be like, oh, this money is legit, bitch.
Multiple.
Money is always coming in.
Don't rely on one job.
I want to have money pop out of nowhere where motherfuckers will be starting rumors about me like, what is this bitch doing? Like, yeah, nigga, you don't know. You're not going to know. You're not going to know, okay? Don't worry about my pockets.
People worry about the wrong
They're going to think it's illegal.
It's legal on paper. You know,
that's the most important.
That's all we're saying. As long as it's legal on paper, do it to the best of your ability. Everyone. Tap into like that, you know, that kid side of you, because creativity is obviously spark from, say you're a kid, or when you're a kid, when your imagination. People forget about their imagination and don't get all really boring. You want to be your grandparents. Your grandparents might have been cool, not bashing them, but you don't want to just say, yeah, I ain't do it. I could have did it. What this happened? Do it. Just for
To be the person. Oh my God.
Just do it. Do it.
40, just like, yeah, you know, I would have been 30.
Nah. I want to do it. I've always wanted to see where my life could go, because I see people do regular shit all the time. And it's just like, that's just so fucking normal. it's just so boring. Like, why not go out there and? Because after I started doing music and art and stuff, it really made me see how fucking boring regular life was. It really made me see that. It made me see that that was what I wanted to do moving forward. Like I wanted to make money from this stuff. That's how much I enjoy creating. I enjoy creating as opposed to doing whatever the fuck everyone else is doing as a job. I know I could just live my life as a fucking struggling artist, but as long as this struggling artist can make enough money to pay our fucking bills, I'm good. Like, I don't need to be rich or anything at this point. I just, it's been 2 years since I started doing music, and I plan on doing it longer.
Would you say the main thing is like the support? Supporting necessarily the dream that you're wanting to create or push forward to make a reality?
Yeah. Yeah. There is like a certain type of dream that I have, but I've kind of let go of all kinds of like dream. I don't know how to describe it. It's almost like I don't have a dream of what it's gonna be. I more so just have an idea of what it's gonna look like. Like I can see myself being comfortable and being happy and stuff like that, but as far as dreams go, I don't really focus on how I'm gonna get there, what I'm gonna like have.
Gotcha.
I don't know if that makes sense. I'm a little high.
Half life.
Half life.
Yep.
Half legal shit.
Legal.
Which is life.
Life.
I mean, apparently it's legal.
Little spice of life.
Spicy.
But, well, dream, I always say, is kind of where it kind of places everything as what we're wanting to obtain that
Yeah.
not, I won't say lacking, but something that is the unimaginable goal that in this given time, how much we have time on Earth, how we're able to get from point A to point Z, like in what fashion?
I've always been taught that it's like this saying: is success is a formula, not a fantasy. Preparation plus opportunity equals success. So as long as you prepare yourself, the opportunity is gonna come. But if you're sitting there just waiting on opportunity and you're not prepared, you're not gonna be successful.
Right.
So it's just like preparing. The opportunity is gonna come eventually because it knows that you're prepared.
Right. So in instances like you tap into manifesting your, if you want to say God-given right, but overall like manifesting what you're wanting to the world, knowing that this is what I'm missing. It could, from other people's eyes, it can be greedy. Fuck what they're thinking and what they're saying. This is something what you want. Think small. Think of grandeur. Like, personally, I'm not a materialistic type person, but it's things I want them to see. Seeing things. Money is sadly one thing we have to get to, have to be able to get to, or see basically the world. But what can you do with it? Spread it, give people knowledge, and spread the understanding in our community. That's honestly the main thing. Spreading awareness in our community. We're saying that it is possible. No one can say that it can't be obtained as long as you put the time and the effort and whatever you want to do. I encourage that. Highly encourage that. I talked a lot. I feel like we talked a lot.
Yeah, you said a lot of nice
I'm nice things. Hope y'all enjoyed y'all. I enjoyed y'all coming out to audience, wherever you're seeing this, wherever you're hearing this. I want to thank you for coming out to this. If you're enjoying if you want to hear more, let us know. Let us know on whatever platform this is on, but let us know and spread the word. This is just a group of creative individuals just sharing our thoughts, and I'm glad that you're able to enjoy your time out here too.
Thank you.
Yeah, it was fun. Let us know what you thought and comment. What was your favorite part?
DM me if you want a reading.
901 or globally?
Globally, baby.
Globally.
Yes.
Globally.
Yes, dear.
So all the socials are going to be in the description down below. So my name is Lazy, Alvin, whatever you want to call me. We have.
My name is Lexi, or Loverboy Lex.
And you can just call me Lexi.
Lexi.
Yeah.
Lex. Social. They find that later.
Yeah, I'll find out later.
All right, all right. Much peace, much love, and hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Peace, peace.
Peace, peace.
Peace, peace.
I know I can't hear the thing.
Just imagine, use your imagination.